feel like you should actually introduce us. What's going on, everybody? This is the one only Cyrus, aka Go Cyrus Go. Wow, all that energy, all that energy. Yes, this is the newest. Do we have a name for our show for this segment?
Attack the culture, yeah, I don't know, man. We're just chopping it up.
I like Attack the Culture, chopping it up, or chop shop. Nonetheless, today's focus is Candyman Part 7. No, we are talking about the one only Hawkeye, Disney Plus's latest, get the archery going, latest addition to the Marvel universe, Marvel Studios.
Yeah, latest addition to the MCU, baby, Marvel Cinematic.
Yo, Trent, in like 45 seconds or less, like, why are we watching Hawkeye? Why do we need to be watching Hawkeye right now, man?
I think the reason that people need to be watching Hawkeye is because Hawkeye is the Avenger that everybody forgot. Hawkeye is the Avenger that everybody really wants to rock with because he doesn't have the superpowers. He doesn't do all the cool power light blasters and stuff like that. He's just an average person. I think everybody should watch Hawkeye because he's a human being and people are going to be able to relate to him a lot more than they related to Spider-Man, a lot more than they related to even Iron Man, who was also human but had high-tech stuff. We're going to see Hawkeye in a different view. People are going to love this.
I'm hyped, man. I'm super hyped. It's really dope that we're focusing on this because, number one, I rock with Marvel, but I'm like that casual, fun Marvel guy. You are like, yo, I need another hit of that Marvel, right? Like, yo, Marvel over DC without a comparison.
Oh, man, there's no comparison. Marvel definitely over DC. It's been running in my veins since I was a little kid.
Got you. All right, so couple key things. Yo, I got like a bullet point list here, unless there's something that you're so passionate about that you want to get things rolling with.
Oh, man, no, we can just talk about the show, man. I was digging the whole thing.
Yo, I know technically as of today, December 1st, there are 3 episodes which have aired. I know you and I have seen the first 2. So without really going into that 3rd episode, 2 episodes in, comparing it to, let's say WandaVision, let's say Captain America, Falcon.
Winter Soldier.
And the Winter Soldier. And then we got one more, of course, Loki. Yeah, Loki.
I'm having the best time with this Disney Plus series that I've had since WandaVision. And I really, really enjoyed WandaVision. It was the first one that came. And it was a lot of fun. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was cool. It was a good time, but I didn't feel like I feel at the end of episode 2 of Hawkeye like I did watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was kind of bored with Falcon and Winter Soldier at this point. With here, I got a lot of questions. Here with Hawkeye, there's already a lot of questions. Now, of course, I've already got all the answers. I've already looked into it while I've watched those too many times. But I think it's going to be up there with WandaVision, man.
Got you. I know when I was checking it out, man, I got really excited because number one, like when you start these up, they feel like you're watching a real Marvel film, man. Like, yo, that budget is crazy. Just Tia, and I actually did a little bit of Googling. I didn't hit you up on the Slack channel. I did my own Googling. Yo, explain that opening sequence because I know there's people are like, wait, that's like Avengers from back in the day, or like there was a whole attack. Just, for the clarity so that people who need that explanation.
Right. So in that very opening scene, we get to see Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, the new Hawkeye, as a little girl, and she's talking to her dad and all of this. She's talking with her mom, and then at that time is the Battle of New York, which was the first Avengers movie. So that's when the Avengers are all fighting Loki and the Chitauri. So as that's all going on, this flashback, she's running around her house, she's scared and everything, and we kind of just get an insight of how she became inspired to become who she is. And as the Chitauri are coming in, about to take her out, she gets to see a little glimpse of an archer over there, and it's Hawkeye, right? So it's so inspiring.
Absolutely, man. And real quick, team, because I don't recall. There was some drama that happened. Like her father, sorry, spoiler alert, her father dies, right? But like there was that argument. Were they hinted at them being poor? Were there financial issues? Because I know when you fast forward it, like, yo, they're like super rich now. So
I think it might have been, I think what that was kind of trying to show us was maybe some form of like disagreement between the mother and the father, right? Mm-hmm. To show that maybe the father or maybe the mother is a little more dirty than we think. And maybe the father was in a space where he was trying to be more, heroic or honorable, because that would kind of lead up to how her mother is in this, what we're seeing now.
Yes, nice. Yo, real quick though, T, please explain what you're rocking, man. I feel bad I'm not wearing like a Spider-Man outfit or anything. Yo, I'm loving that shirt, man.
No, so every true comic nerd probably has a periodic table of something.
Dope.
I have the periodic table of Marvel. So anybody tries to test my skill, I can just try to take it to a scientific level. Let's go.
That is factual, man. That might be one of the most fire Marvel fits I've ever seen. Well, without delay, yo, are we loving the cast? Are we loving the cast?
I don't have any problems with the cast so far. I mean, I don't know Haley Steinsfeld. I'm not too familiar with her work. I don't know if I've seen her in other things.
For sure, for sure.
Her,
Yeah, go ahead, T.
oh, I think her movies are not usually the ones that I'm tuning in for.
Bumblebee? You didn't rock with Bumblebee?
You know what? I didn't watch Bumblebee, honestly.
What?
I didn't watch Bumblebee.
Gotcha. Yo, I just want to say, man, when I first saw Vera Farmiga, and I should have known that she was in it, just by looking at the casting. I'm like, yo, these guys over at Marvel, their budget is legit now, man. Because, in all fairness, WandaVision was dope. It was kind of like that first official, like, yo, let's see what we're about. Then as you looked at every additional series, no offense to the WandaVision crew, and I feel just like you, T, that was, that set the bar high. And I hadn't gotten quite back to that level yet. I'm starting to get back there with Hawkeye, but like Loki and with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, didn't really get to the fun that I had with WandaVision. But I gotta say, the casting is insane. And when you look at after WandaVision, the casting in all those additional series exploded. We'll just fast forward to Loki. You're looking at Luke Wilson, right? Luke Wilson, wait, that is Luke, right? Not Owen. Luke. Got it. Luke Wilson's in there, plus a few other folks, no spoilers. But this one in particular, man, when you add the Conjuring Queen herself, man, Vera Farmiga, there's a few other folks that are attached to this, but come on, let's be honest. Jeremy Renner, like, yo, to have his own,
if you really think about Hawkeye, man, the character of Hawkeye is so underrated and underdogged that it was a big thing for Jeremy Renner to step up and say, yo, I'll be Hawkeye in the Avengers movies. I'll be the low guy that nobody wants to show much love for. He took it on and he became Hawkeye. Dope, man. He is so good at it. So I'm really happy to see this happen, to see it a spotlight put on the character and put on Jeremy Renner. I like Jeremy Renner, man. I've liked his movies over the years.
Absolutely, man. The Town, the Born Supremacy. I forget which one he did in without Matt Damon, but nonetheless, Jeremy Renner, humongous cosign right there. Yo, how does this move the whole Marvel universe forward? See, like, this is more so on your end because I'm just loving it, but I know there are some connections. I know there's been some rumors about Florence Pugh, I can't say her name right. Obviously, Black Widow's sister in the film. She's out there looking for revenge, man.
So I think what's going to end up happening is a lot of people are thinking that the MCU is going to go one way because of the Eternals movie, and the Eternals was all cosmic and way out stuff, and I don't think that's where it's actually going to end up going. Now I'm watching Hawkeye and I'm getting all these questions and figuring things out. I really feel like they were going to crack into a lot more of the earthly stuff because like there's some Easter eggs that were going on in these first couple of episodes, like when they talked about the Avengers building being sold.
Yeah.
Tony Stark sold the building, and they never really talked about who bought it. So I mean that leaves the door open for so many things. I mean, if the Fantastic Four bought that building, then boom, we get a Fantastic Four movie.
Yes, sir.
Moon Knight is about to get his own Netflix show, and he's an assassin and stuff. So I mean, he could have bought it. He has some money. Dr. Doom could also introduce the Fantastic Four buying it. There's lots of cool things that are going to come through with this. So I think we're going to get more focused as this runs forward into more along the lines of, like, you remember Netflix did the Cage and Daredevil and all of those? Yeah. I think we're going to get some of that world.
Really? A little intertwined type situation, right? Yeah. Now, I don't really want to spoil it for everyone, but because I haven't seen it, but I've heard that we do get introduced to Kingpin. Are you aware of this? That Kingpin is actually introduced, and I believe it's the 3rd episode. Which, look, man, it's Wednesday. There's no way we could have just stopped what we were doing and then cracked that open yet. But Kingpin and Hawkeye, does that make sense?
that makes complete sense. In the Hawkeye series in the comics, he did run in with Kingpin a lot, and actually Tracksuit Mafia falls in there too.
Yes.
That was also from the comics, and they were, I think they were under Fisk as well, Wilson Fisk. So it's going to be real interesting. And yo, the lady that was at the end of episode 2, that was a big like cliffhanger. Nobody knows who it was, but I got a good idea of who that is. And if that's the case, then it all rolls into why Kingpin will be around there doing his
For
thing.
sure. Yo, are we spoiled by like not being happy with 6 episodes, man? Like I get these are big Hollywood actors and whatnot, but yo, didn't WandaVision give us 10 episodes, or am I bugging? They gave us like what, 9 or 10?
Yeah, I think we got 9 or 10, maybe 9 or 10 episodes with WandaVision.
Right?
I'm not mad about how many episodes come out as long as the story is told well. If the story is told well, then you can do that in 2 episodes. Okay, then do it in 2. But I mean, each episode so far has been about 45 minutes, 40, something like that. So as long as they stay with that, you know what? That's better. I don't want it to get dragged out. I don't want a whole long Hawkeye series. Hawkeye is cool, but you don't want to do Hawkeye forever.
Gotcha. Yo, man, I know we're gonna wrap this up real quick though, man. Is Spider-Man gonna swing through at any point? No. I mean, Kingpin, Spider-Man. I see that connection. No.
I mean, maybe some mentions. They might mention him. That we might get. If anything, they might do it like slick, like a FaceTime call or something. And you might get like a glimpse, or maybe you'll see him on a TV screen behind somebody doing something in the news. They do that type of stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I think what's bugging me out the most, man, which is just so genius, is how Marvel just like the storyline is around Christmas. We're literally around Christmas, like in this real time, right? You got Eternals happening, man. I don't think there's any direct connections to Eternals, but it just seems like a lot of things kind of line up, man. And even with the Venom movie, right? Like, I don't know if folks got a chance to see that, but there's like references to the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out, and Marvel has just crafted this idea of like they will literally give you the rollout for the next 3 years at least, right? 2 or 3 years of what's dropping.
Yeah, they stay on top of it, and for the most part, it all lines up in some way or shape or form. And sometimes I'm happy about it, sometimes I'm upset about it, and that's just how it goes. But I'm loving every minute of it.
Got you. On a final note, see, before we end this, man, and get back to the other form of life, any final thoughts on Hawkeye, man? If we don't talk about Hawkeye again, because there's other topics, what do you want to leave as your legacy on this Hawkeye discussion?
I'm going to say, for any fans of Marvel or any fans of Avengers at all, check out Hawkeye on Disney Plus. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to let you see Hawkeye in a different light. It's going to bring you closer to the character. It's going to make you feel connected to the character. You'll get to see, they have a good banter between them. Steinfeld and Renner, they're both doing very well with the characters that they're in. Check it out. It's worth it. So far, those first 2 episodes was definitely worth it.
I'm hyped up, man. So on that final note, if anyone is not sure where we're located at, attacktheculture.com. Make sure to stay tuned, because we will be doing a date night or not for the Hawkeye series as a whole. As you can tell from this discussion, obviously, massive cosign. This is definitely something that you can get comfortable with. And you know what? Let me just end it on that note. See, when you're messing with these Marvel films and shows like Hawkeye, is this like, yo, I need no distractions, not even wifey, or do you have like loved ones around, wife, and all that stuff?
When I was watching WandaVision, it was like everybody get out the way. Now at this point, I just turn them on and watch them, because I know I'm going to end up watching them again. So I just turn them on and let them be. And on the scenes that are really dope, I'll run it back a couple times if I have to. And then the family has gotten to the point where if I'm watching it, they'll either sit down and watch it with me, or they'll just leave me alone, because if they try to come around, then I'm going to show them something on the. I'm like, yo, watch this real quick, and I'm going to show them Rogers the Musical. Did you see Rogers the Musical? Oh man, that was hilarious. Watch Disney Plus. Watch Hawkeye episode 1 simply for Rogers the Musical.
That is crazy, man. Yes. I'm excited. We will bring this to an immediate halt. See, I'm looking much forward to seeing this.
Done.
Bam.